We're just a couple of nerds getting sidetracked with side quests. I'm Adam.
I'm Kaya, and every day's a new side quest.
Hello, Wanderers, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. We're about to get attacked again by the princess, so we need to make a decision. And my decision is we're not going to let her stab us, so we can totally dodge, right? It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Just keep dodging, just keep dodging, just keep
Voice
dodging.
of the hunted.
She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
Fair point.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
I don't think it's going to help.
We just
cheated.
have to hit her hard.
Stubborn.
She skewers you.
Yeah,
More
sounds about right.
noise isn't helping, it's just making it harder to focus. Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Smitten.
There's nothing better than a capable woman.
What the fuck are you doing here, Smitten?
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Thanks.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window.
Yeah, some Claude.
Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer. Barely. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
I mean, I very much stopped feeling because I don't know how we get out of this one.
Skewers you.
I'm assuming we do somehow, but
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. Fine. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature.
the
Never
opportunist.
tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I tried. She just wanted to stab us.
She skewers you.
Yeah.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Do we actually die? Chapter 4, The Empty Cup.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke.
I mean, I kind of agree. Like, give us something to fight with. Come on.
If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it.
Eh.
That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it. We're tougher than steel.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, mind over matter.
Maybe we have claws, but I don't know if we can just claw her.
Who needs violence when you have love?
Get out of here,
Who
Smitten.
needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Good point.
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Guys, you're just contradicting each other. Come
Well,
on.
boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Exactly, cheated. You tell him what's what.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Missed click. Heroically stride. It's more of a slide right now. Alright.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Yeah, because we've moved past you, narrator. Fucking deal with it.
Don't care. Just want to see how this ends. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yeah.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Nope, you didn't do it.
But guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
All right, do it. Got something to say, narrator?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
I mean, not really, but your poo-poo-pooing is much more annoying.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
I mean, you probably don't.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, guys, you don't want to hear about
I
it.
think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All
Wow,
that remains
that's-
in the center of the room.
That is
is a
quite
skeleton
the
of
sight.
blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Why is she made of blades?
Are you ready for what comes next?
Nah, not really, but I mean, I've been through this a lot
Holy
already.
shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Man, just shut the fuck up. No one wants your opinions.
Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I mean, I'd love to try.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all.
Okay,
just
I
made
agree
up.
with everyone. There's way too many of us. You guys can't keep going through each person. Like, I get it. You all have something to say, but we need to move on.
I'd say we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us. This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
All right, then you stay in the back.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
You don't get to quit, cheated. You brought us into this. Fucking empty my mind. Get rid of all of them.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Yeah, it's so peaceful. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Yeah, maybe you should. You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash against your form, and yet there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at you, but there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
Not anymore. She swings again, and this time she hits something, or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too?
Yes, you're nothing.
No, I'm the one who hurts you.
Not anymore. She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, the very contact with what you are repelling her to the point of destruction. Allow a sharp foe to vanquish herself. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly in your palm. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? You know what? You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
That's fair.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Everything you say, yeah. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter. Just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate you. I think I hate you. I'm gonna say, no, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? I don't... excuse me. I don't remember if I've asked that before.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
All right. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the razor's heart to her. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to
I'm here to slay her. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do differently now. 'Cause I mean, I tried to kill her last time, but then I also checked her pulse. I don't know if that changed the act of killing her. Like if I just killed her and then left, if that would be a different thing. So I'm curious to try that. But I also haven't actually just left yet, so I kind of just want to leave and see what happens. So let's you know what? Let's do that. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Not in the slightest. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go with the cabin. I'll say the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually okay. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. You know what? Let's just go quietly. Don't even talk to the narrator. Don't give him the time of day.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
You know, you're always here for me, hero. You and me. Always from the beginning.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path
You dick.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time.
Yes,
aren't
I
you?
am.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
What's your point, narrator? You're not doing your job. Why don't you go kill her? I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Quietly continue down the path. I mean, I kind of like this of like for just dumping me in the woods and asking me to go kill someone. It's like, who are these people that want me to kill the princess and like why?
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Yeah, and that large group, can they kill her themselves?
And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you
Not
think
really.
about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I mean, it's really not. Just saying. What?
But fine, you turn around
let me
and
leave.
trek back down the path you came.
You're gonna let me back to the cabin, aren't you?
Oh, would you look at that?
Ah,
We're at
you
the cabin again. Now,
giant
I'm not normally one
dick.
for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
And by universe, you mean you. Oh, there's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. No, I'm going to resist every step of the way at this point. So, narrator can suck it. Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Music is getting really weird.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those
What
flickers
the fuck?
weren't just a trick of light. In every direction,
What the hell?
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins.
This is
desperately
weird.
trying
This
to
is
draw
not what
you
I
back to
expected.
where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. You're a dick, and I've seen the world die many times, so I don't really care. But also, what the fuck is going on?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
I mean, if she's locked up, why do I have to kill her? Like, clearly you guys should have done a better job of locking her up then. Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods.
Is there a giant fucking
And at the
wall?
end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Alright. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now, wise dear tricks. Those walls weren't there last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods. No, that's what the walls, because he's definitely just trying to not let me walk around.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
No,
It
they
makes
haven't.
sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like
Contrarian.
a captive audience.
Didn't want you so
He
early.
might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Potentially.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
We didn't just get lucky.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
What do I want to do? Do I want to just stay in the woods forever? I'm kind of tempted to. just keep staying in the woods. You know what? Let's see what happens.
You have already committed to my
Whoa.
completion. You cannot go further astray.
Alright. Alright. Silently proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all
weird.
projected across what's almost the same space.
So weird.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Definitely doesn't make sense. This is weird.
The only furniture of note is a plain table.
Of course, you
Its
never
legs
talk about
all
the mirror.
wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet,
Don't you
grab it,
dare throw it out
throw
the
it
window,
What
contrarian.
good is a knife
Not this
against a
time.
world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Yeah, no, this place it's definitely gotten weird.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
A lot of times, apparently, so just deal
You
with it.
can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
This guy,
Yes,
this
take a deep
this
breath.
damn
I'm all for getting
narrator.
under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all...
Let's approach the mirror. I always like, whether it
walk up to the
does
wall next to the
anything,
basement door.
I like to see if there's
It's
actually
a
going to be a
wall.
mirror
Isn't
at
what
any
you're talking
point.
about. This isn't a wall.
Wipe the mirror clean. Oh no,
Reach
it's
forward
gone.
and rub your hand. But there was a mirror a second ago,
There was.
and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I mean, I will. You won't, contrarian. All right, take the blade.
Take the blade from the table.
And let's
It will
head
be difficult to slay the
downstairs.
princess and save the world. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Like what?
Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. We'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It
Thumb
really
at the
doesn't matter
bottom?
how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
What does he mean the other way? Like just upside down? And keep your grip as it is.
Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task
I don't trust
awaits.
contrarian, considering I feel like what he says is usually the opposite. Enter the basement. I'm not throwing this out the window. I've been through that
The basement
already.
creaks
What
open,
the fuck?
revealing a web of branching staircases all
Oh
built
my
from unidentifiable
God.
materials.
God. The music is like overlapping too from like the different kind of scenarios. It is so jarring and so weird.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
I am very
Your head
confused.
throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Yeah, this is weird.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, ha 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 ha. Funny joke, narrator.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Which stairs?
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
I mean, we probably are here.
But we already
Like,
tried
that's
turning
part
around
of the
and leaving,
job.
didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
What's that?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
I doubt it.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah, fuck you, narrator. Take the harsh stairs to the left. Take the center staircase. Take the soft stairs. What the fuck what are harsh stairs? Oh, God. Center staircase, soft stairs. I mean, soft stairs sound nice, but I feel like that's deceiving. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just try it. Let's take the whatever the hell soft stairs to the right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your
Like
feet.
literally
The
soft.
stairs almost seem to
That's
cradle you
weird.
as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
I mean, that sounds nice.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
All right, not cool, not cool.
The softness threatens
Gonna
to swallow
drown
you
in
whole, to
pillows?
wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
What is going on?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What is going on? Why is it looping?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
Ah, the art's
Till
changing.
the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What? Just... Alright. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if any of this is real. That was a weird fucking acid trip. Yeah, am I okay? I don't know. We'll have to see next episode, because I don't know if I'm okay. That was a lot, and yeah, I don't even know where we are now, so come back next time to find out if I'm okay. Until then, I'll see everyone in the next one. Goodbye.